Noah Katz from NJK Photography, and I wanted to put together a little bit of a unboxing of the new MagStand, which I just got today. It was a Kickstarter maybe 6 months ago, 7 months ago. I lost track of time, but I was super excited to get it and thought I would do a little unboxing for y'all. I actually got the 9-foot tall one and the 11-foot tall one. So I've already opened up another box since it came in a couple boxes. So super excited about these. They seem really solidly built and super easy to use, just like their Kickstarter was claiming to be. So again, this is the MagMod. This is the 9. They're calling it the Pro. I don't know if there's a non-Pro version, but they came in their branded boxes, which all their gear is really amazing. So let's see, I think there was a couple tape areas to open up here. So you can open these guys up. All right, pull this out. Put that box to the side. Comes with a little manual. I don't know how much you really need the manual. Looks like it comes in, I don't know if I can see if it comes in a couple different languages or no. But based on opening up the other box earlier today, I can say it's pretty easy to use. So anyhow, here's a couple more. It's well packaged. They've got a lot of foam to protect all the bits. Let's see, I'll pull this down here. Okay. Put it here so you can see the logo. So yeah, these are some solid foam pieces that they have around. It's, like I said, very well packaged. I have a few of their other items as well, and all of their stuff has come well packaged. So I've always been impressed by this, by their products. So as you can see, it's a pretty compact design. It's going to replace my Manfrotto. It's probably about a pound lighter than the one that I have. But it's super easy to use. You've got these buttons on the side for all the different sections. It has this little switch here that locks in this whole entire top portion. So it's probably, I don't know, the specs are all online, but there's about 6 or 7 inches that goes above that part. So if you're traveling, you could pull this out, and now theoretically it fits inside of carry-on luggage. But then you can also use this piece if you have a second, like an assistant. You could put a light or a strobe, whatever, on this and extend it all out the 9 feet and have it as a boom, which is really nice. Could even use it for a microphone if you're doing video. But this lowest portion here, you just click these buttons, and all you gotta do is pull down, I think it was, right? Oh yeah, pull up this whole upper section, and the legs start to come out. And you can actually, as you can see, this bottom portion is probably about 1 inch off the ground table in this case, but it stays about the same the whole way. It might go up a little higher as you fully splay the legs. But when it's fully extended, I'm gonna have to assist this because my table's not big enough. It has a really good footprint. It's very stable. It's got the bars up here, I think they're aluminum, very solidly built. If I swing this around, you can see there's a hook here so you could hang weights. They are talking about, they had it in the Kickstarter, so I'm kind of excited if in the future they're planning to have weights that will clip onto these legs. There's channels in the legs. So I'm excited for that because sandbags can get messy sometimes. You don't notice there's a hole in there and the pebbles or whatever you have in your sandbag fall out. So that, like I said, that can be a mess. As you can see, I'm gonna kind of set it in a weird way because it's the table. It's got all these little like divots, like channels, right? So if you're in between channels, it'll keep sliding, but it'll click in. So these lower channels are probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches without measuring, but you can bring it all the way up to about, I guess you could go as this. So if you're in a narrow location, you could set it really like this, have a light in the corner of a room, or maybe you're at a wedding and you have a small space on the dance floor. this is clutch, I think, for having the small footprint. But then you're outside, you've got a lot of space in a studio or, like I said, outside. Now you've got, boom, this huge footprint. And then with this hook, you can hang weight. You know, like I said, there's the weight here, even put weight here. It's very, like I said, very stable, and that makes it super handy. So, and then the top portion, what I'll do here is you squeeze the next two and they go up. Here, I'll set this on the ground so you guys can see this. So again, it's graduated. I think these are about 1-inch graduations on all of this. So all these go up all the way. I'm going to lower this to make sure I'm still in frame here. But then it has this guy, and this is the top one. So there are 3 full sections. Again, this is the 9 foot. I haven't tested to see if it's exactly 9 feet. It seemed like it. My ceiling is only 7.5 in here, so I couldn't really test it just inside here in the studio. But one of the features I like about this, I saw this in the Kickstarter. I didn't know about this part, but the pin on the top for putting your lights on or whatever has a 1/4-inch screw, so you can mount other type, like small, like off-camera flashes onto here, or other things that would need a screw mount. And then, let's see, I think this, does it rotate? Oh, it rotates. Here, I'll show you this too. I'll rotate this thing a little bit. It might be hard to see, but this pin on the top, this is one of my favorite features of it, which seems like a small thing, but for me, I think it's huge. They've actually beveled a flat spot on this pin. That is huge when you've got a big strobe on there and there's a lot of weight. When they're just round, sometimes you really have to torque the screws, the mounting bolt or whatever, tight so it grips on. But with this flat edge, you won't have to do that anymore because it hits the flat, it won't rotate. So that's a huge plus in my eyes. They also have this little, what is this, like a little O-ring kind of thing here. So at least the top level, it's protecting. These are made of plastic, seem like they're pretty sturdy. I'm excited to give this a try, and I'm hoping I get many years out of it like I have my other stands. I've just wanted something more compact, a little bit easier to use. This is super easy, not having to have screws that I have to keep, you know, over and over to get it down. This thing is super quick. And then the other thing, I'll put it back up on here so you can see. So again, this little switch right here, if you do that, here, let's see if I can lower the legs. How do I do this? This is probably the best part, but I'll do it this way. If you lift this little thing and you pull this out, right? Again, you can extend this boom. So I could put a light on the end of this or anything, you know, whatever you would use these pins for. So it could be a strobe, it could be a continuous light, it could be a microphone, right? Maybe I've got a boom and I'm helping my friend do video, and I can put a boom mic right above the subject area, or modifiers, right? Like maybe there's just a light, like a scrim that you want to use to block the sunlight. You're outside, you can use this and put it right above the subject. The other thing that's really cool about this, and I'm gonna reduce these, is let's say you've got this up, you've got, I don't know, you have some big modify, you've got a strobe, you've got a 48-inch beauty dish, or like softbox up there, and it's heavy, right? That's a lot of weight up high. Sometimes it's hard to unscrew this if you want to rotate, and it's heavy, and so to try to lift it and rotate to adjust the light, one of the things you can do is you can lift this lever, the same one that you would go to pull this whole thing out, and now you can rotate it. So it's super easy to just, ooh man, I need to rotate my light just a little bit, and you can just, and then lock it back down. Again, as far as the height, they do have some markers on here. So if you're lifting this up, it needs to be at least to that line in there. So I guess there's enough of the pole inside so it has enough stability. I guess, you know, if you're because it's only about, it's probably 4 inches, 5 inches. So if you don't have that much in there, it's not gonna be super stable. So anyhow, there's the 9 foot. I will pull out I was gonna put this on here to protect this. I was gonna pull out the this 9-footer to show you something cool that they did. Here's the box of that. So one thing that they did that's really cool. Let me pull this guy out. It's a little heavy because I've actually got a couple of the 9s and the 11. So pull all this packing material off. Again, really well packed. I mean, this is solid foam. It's not, yeah, and it's heavy too. It's not that like spongy type of foam. One of the cool things that these guys did, which I think was brilliant, it's hard to see, but there's like this magnetic kind of clip mount right here in between. So as you can see, the 11's a little bit longer, granted, of course, but then if you click both of these things, so now I can separate them, do some work, but look how easy with these little clips that are on here, boom. Now they're attached, so I can grab one and I've got both firmly attached. If you ever had several stands and you're trying to juggle them, right, and you drop one, right, because the one slips out of your hand, just, you know, weight-wise it's okay, but it slips. This is firmly attached. And one of the things that I did, I ended up getting I haven't opened it yet, but I ended up getting an extra. So because I bought this extra stand, here, I'll open this up. So this is a leg-based connector system. So this is another one of those, I'll have to figure this guy out though, but it comes, looks like inside the box here. So it comes with a couple more of these clips. Oh yeah, they separate, right? And I guess I will have to, oh, it looks like they go, so it looks like they screw into these channels. So they're utilizing the channels already. I was thinking there might be screw holes, but they're utilizing the channels already. So basically, it looks like all I have to do is line this up onto the base, kind of where I want it, right? And then screw them in, and then I can have all three tied together. So even if I don't carry them all, because obviously the weights, I don't know how much these things weigh. Let me see if they've got specs on here. No, it doesn't say how much. It doesn't say how much they weigh, but I think it's about 5 pounds. But you add all this up, and it becomes super heavy. But when you're driving around in your car or whatever vehicle you have, or even let's say you have a cart that you're, you know, unloading your car and then you're bringing it to the site that you're going to actually photograph on. These things, having them all locked together means that they're not just going to like shift around and fall off. They're solidly put together, and then the extra weight of having them all together means that they are like less likely to fall off your cart or wagon, whatever you're using. So anyhow, there's my unboxing of the MagStandPro 9. I'll have to do another video maybe where I'll ditch this table and show this thing sitting on the floor and using another one of my MagMod products on top of that. I'm actually using their 24-inch Octabox as one of my lights up front here, so I can't show that just yet, but it's one of my great setups. So I'm really excited to use this on an on-site photo shoot. And yeah, if you've got any questions, just hit me up and let me know. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.